Hi, I'm Sandie Zuniga, the founder of Colorado Springs Town Tidings. Be in the know, on the go for all things Colorado Springs, delivered right to your inbox. Today, in our local business spotlight, I am thrilled to welcome Sandie Green, the owner of Zenfullyme. Now, she spells her name Sandie, so don't get us confused. Her passion for natural healing, rooted in over 30 years of nursing experience, has led her to create an amazing handcrafted natural wellness products. Sandie, it's great to have you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you having us here.
Oh, you bet. As I was saying before, I love this kind of product. I'm all over natural things, non-toxic. So I can't wait to have a conversation and also get you out there to my subscribers so they can also experience your amazing products too. So thank you. All right. So, Sandie, with your nursing background, I'm curious on how does that experience directly influence the unique effectiveness and safety of Zenfullyme's products, especially for like sensitive skin, and give us a little background about your nursing experience.
So, been a nurse for 30 years, started off in kind of touching with every aspect, geriatrics, pediatrics, and behavioral health. So all plays a role in how we go about making our products. Pediatrics, children are sensitive. Um, Behavioral health, from that aspect, the anxiety, depression. We use a lot of essential oils that will help with those. So anxiety, lavender, chamomile for calming. So we take a lot of that in consideration when we create our products.
Oh, great. So, as a nurse, are you still practicing?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have a full-time nursing and this is on the side or?
Yeah, I'm a full-time nurse, full-time mom, and full-time business owner.
Wow, your plate is full.
Yeah.
So in your nursing part of your life, are you which part are you focusing on now? Are you still all over?
No, I am actually behavioral health.
Okay.
And that kind of drives us a little bit because I see individuals with that suffer from the anxiety, depression, um, um, things along that line that will help, with the essential oils that we use will help in that aspect. A lot of patients that, I see are, suffering from mental health. And so I kind of focus, you know, on those aspects of it. Um, I think my background kind of with nursing kind of goes with our business, because I started our business to help. And my own children suffer from anxiety. So I wanted to create something that was organic, something that was, I know would work, and products that would benefit not only my children, but others.
Right. And I, as someone who suffers from anxiety and depression, I can totally get that. And I too like the essential oils and, and other natural holistic options as opposed to going for prescription. It's just, I would rather try and treat more of the uh, source than just the symptoms. And so, some of this natural stuff, what you're putting on your skin, what you're consuming, what you're breathing in, that all plays a role. So, your products at least take care of one of those aspects.
And don't get me wrong, from both backgrounds, a nursing and then a mom, and totally believe in medication because but I think that taking the most simplest approach first
Right.
is the best way. So if you're suffering from anxiety and um, you can try a natural remedy like lavender that will help not only with sleep, but help to calming, then use those. Medication's always going to be there, but using the least approach is the best way, and that's how I feel. A lot of medications have side effects, so if you could try something that is natural first, then try that, and then again, medication's always going to be there.
Right.
With medications, you're going to have side effects. So for myself and for my as a mom, I opted to try the least the best approach that I felt, which was like essential oils instead of medication at first with mine.
Right. And so I love the name Zenfully Me. Was that was that a collaborative effort, or did that was that something that came to your mind that you were like, that's it?
Well, it actually was a personal because I believe like in that inner space Lee is calming and of course me.
Right.
So I just put them together. I want that calming effect and I want it for me, not only for me, but everyone. But and that's basically how we came up with the name. It's simply me.
Okay, I love it.
That
So
calming.
Zenfully Me started as products that were inspired by your family. You already
Mhm.
let us know that. So what's been the most surprising part, good or bad, about growing from making products for your family to a full-on business and a side business on that, you know.
So I think the most when I started off making our products, it was for my family. My husband was military. He would come home with aches, pains. My son was a wrestler, and he would come home with it. And then on top of that, my daughters had like every allergy that you can think of. They have like sensitive skin. So some of the products that were out there, they just can't use. Um, so I think the from going from helping my family to helping others, um, and it's the I think is I don't even know how to word it. Um, the business aspect because I'm doing it just to help people.
Yep.
So changing over to that business frame of mind not always correlates with trying to help, but I'm in it for helping people.
Right.
Um, it's that's someone might come to me and be like, they have this. Do I have something for this? And I'm looking at them and they're telling me their stories. That's why I love getting out there vending because I get to meet people and I get to hear their stories. I get to hear what they're needing.
Right.
Um, and so, yeah. And when I hear that they're needing something and they can't find it, we're creating. It sparks in us and we're creating something. I'm giving
Right.
them a card and I'll be like, just keep checking back. I'm going to come up with something for
Right.
you.
You never know what's gonna come out there. And so basically, the most surprising fact for you would be going from a place of service
Mhm.
to having to do that, create what you want, but also bring in the business aspect, which is, a monster on its own, so to speak.
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, your heart is here, but you still have to pay, inventory, create this stuff, make sure the books are balanced, and then you have enough to keep going and make it worth your while. Of course, it's worth your while when people are getting results and feel better, but it's still a business which you have to,
Yeah. And
switch your mind.
one of the things that one of the things that I noticed when I started was um, I was out there looking for products. When I found out that my kids were allergic to this and that, and my husband was suffering, and I knew I wanted them to do like the handcrafted, the organic. But then when I start looking and seeing the price
Oh
of
yeah.
that, I was like, oh my goodness. And at the time, again, my husband's military. If you ever been military, does not make that much. So the prices were just like outrageous with some prices, on items. And so that's one of the things I swore to myself in our business that we were going to keep our prices reasonable, that for anyone that is wanting to be able to use handcrafted organic products, that we were going to keep our prices reasonable. That way people would be able to get what they need
Right. Well, I
and
love
create
that.
a product that was organic, good, and reasonable for people.
Right. I know when some companies slap organic on it, it may or may not be, depending on, I know there's designations and things like that,
Mhm.
but it's more for, okay, now we're going to jack up the price. I don't know if it's a better product or not, but it's more about profit. So,
It
I
is.
love your heart and your wanting to, again, you have to make a profit so you can keep going and the business can survive, but also keep it where it's more reasonable and it's not all about, let me just get the highest dollar. You want to help the most people.
Yes. And I think, that's from being a mom, being a nurse, and just wanting others to be able to afford and have products there that they can use, and good quality products. Now, I'm not saying, I always say that you can give 5 people the same ingredients, and each one is going to have a different take. Not every product is going to be the same. So, we try to, make sure that we develop a good quality product. That's We do giveaways, testing to make sure that, our products are good. Um, and just, there's different ways we go about things. I mean, but our main goal is to make sure that we're creating a product that is good for the public and for our customers. And yeah,
So where
we
do you make the product?
we have a kitchen.
Okay.
And that we create all our products there.
Okay.
We're actually looking at a new facility right now to be able to expand. We're going into a lot of different stores now, and so we're needing a bigger space. So we're actually looking to expand now.
Is it like a commercial kitchen?
No, no, it's just a little site, and then some products we're home based too, so some products we do there also.
You're not bound, obviously, by the food industry because you're putting it on your skin and not consuming it, right?
That's correct.
Okay, cool. And are you permanently in Colorado Springs? You said your husband's military. Is he retired yet, or?
My husband is retired military, but then he loves to serve too. So then now he retired and went on to a second career in law enforcement.
Oh, okay. There in Colorado Springs? or
Yes.
here in Colorado? Okay, good. So you're pretty much rooted, pretty much rooted in our community.
Oh, yeah. We love
Excellent.
Colorado Springs.
I know. What's not to love? So you talk about blending science with nature, and can you give us, now this might be a tricky one. I'd like to ask those. Can you give us a specific example of a Zenfullyme product where your nursing or public health knowledge really brought that blend to life? So combining the two, it was just like, okay, there's the natural stuff and you put essential oils, but from your nursing background or public health or whatever, where was it like, hey, I need to blend these for sure.
I think that product is going to be our trauma cream
Okay.
for pain. You take the nursing portion because people experience sore muscles, they experience pain from arthritis, rheumatoid, arthritis, just like sore sprains and whatever. And so I took that nursing portion to know, and then the essential oils. Um, Turmeric is good for inflammation. So, yeah, I think that's one of our products that we do well with and that it works. And we're happy to be able to offer it to the public.
Great. And everybody has sore muscles at one time or another. So, that goes for anybody, not just somebody who's got trauma or chronic pain. So is that a cream or a balm or what
It
is
is,
that?
it is a cream. And again, it's made with arnica, it's made with turmeric. It has like lavender, chamomile in it, things that will help kind of relax those muscles and get the inflammation and kind of soothe that area.
Okay. That sounds like a great product. Okay, so and this part I love too. Beyond just smelling great, which I'm sure they do, how do your unique vegan scents actually contribute to the healing or emotional well-being that Zenfully aids to provide?
Again, we use a lot of lavender, chamomile.
Where does the vegan part come in?
So some of our vegan, some of the scents that we use, because what we realized was that we have a younger following too. And the younger following is like, oh, do you have like a bubble gum? Or do you have, you have an 8-year-old coming, do you have any like bubble gum flavor or do you have any cinnamon or so we cater to them also. So what we do is the scents that we do use in our products, we make sure that they're vegan scents. So we do outsource those and make sure that they are quality and vegan, but we try to make some of our fun for the
Yeah.
younger, but also giving still that organic um, and products that are organic and just well made products.
So what is the vegan part? So that's just the essential oils?
The essential oils and then the scents that the like again like the whatever scent we use, bubblegum, cinnamon, we use like a sweet margarita we might have for those scents are yeah, we have some fun flavors and but those are like vegan. There's no animal tested. There's no. We make sure that we're getting them from quality, provide places that make these that, and so we do a lot of research to make sure that the scents that we use are vegan.
And does that help with the people who have sensitivity or sensitive
Yeah.
skin?
because a lot of the other, like the fragrance oils that some people use, and they are not, they use preservatives, they
Right.
use um, different chemicals in there, and we make sure that if it's, there's only certain, um, I guess, ingredients
Right.
in the stuff that we use. We're very cautious about that because, again, I know how it is to have a family member break out in hives, and I definitely don't wish that on anyone. So we just make sure that we're very careful with what we're putting in our products.
Once they break out in hives from something you put on there, now you need more stuff to put on there and more. So yeah, I get you.
So yeah, and like I said, the products that we use, the ingredients that we use, we make sure that if, like again, like if it's a different scent that we're outsourcing to get some of those fun scent, we make sure that they are um, the ingredients that they are made with are organic, um, natural ingredients.
So do you get these funky scents? Not funky, but cool scents. You get them already made. You don't
Um,
formulate them yourselves.
So it depends on what scent it is. Some that we mix our own, we
Okay.
come up with our own, and then some that we do outsource. But the ones that we do outsource, we make sure that they are the real deal. There's no um, preservatives, there's no funky
Right.
stuff that we can't pronounce in there.
Right. I know it drives me nuts when I look for product in general and even food stuff when it's like, okay, they seem clean enough, and then all of a sudden you have natural scent or natural flavors, and I'm like, oh, you just killed it. Just tell me if it's natural. Tell me what it is.
Believe me, I've researched some names that I've never even known of. I'm getting books out and I'm like, so I'm like, what is that actually? When I'm
Right.
looking at this long, name of something, and I'm like, oh no, we're not using that.
Right. Right. It's just crazy. So I know you like to connect with customers or potential customers in in-person events. You go to a lot of the farmers markets and different um, craft shows and things like that out there. How do those real life stories and feedback from people directly inspire new products or changes to what you already have?
We do. We take every comment, every um, um, compliment or whatever to heart. And that's what we're here for. We want to make sure that we're putting out a product that everyone can use and to also fulfill the need. So if we have someone that comes up to us and just like recently, we had a craft fair, and the lady came to the booth and she was like, "Do you have anything without beeswax?" And she's
She's
like,
looking for
I'm
beaches.
allergic." And she goes, "It's hard to find products." And she goes, "Even if I could just find a lip balm." Um, and she was even to the point where she was um, with her daughter. She was worried that her daughter might have the same allergy. So she's never let her daughter put on like lip balm
All right.
that because she was like, and so I sat there and talked to her for a good 10 to 15 minutes. And at that point, I was like, here's my card. Keep looking back. I'm going to I'm going to come up with a lip balm for you.
Okay.
So those are the kind, of we get, and they're talking about their I had one that with her kid with diaper rash. Luckily, we had already created a diaper rash ointment because I have a granddaughter that is has allergies to everything.
Oh, wow.
So we've already created one. So I was like, well, I've already have one. It has all natural. And she was thankful for that. So we listen to our customers. And if there's a product that they're needing or any guidance that we can give, then we're there for them.
Right. Do you have any particular product or story for an older person or, a mature person that might have come and you either switched the product or you created something specifically for whatever their needs were? I mean, the beeswax, obviously, she has a daughter and stuff, so that was older, but is there anything um, like the trauma cream? You have that for rheumatoid arthritis and for other inflammation. Any stories for like us older ones?
So actually, my trauma cream was a work in progress for a while, and one of my good friends, um, she actually, because I coordinated with her, she was actually my tester
Oh,
because
cool.
she suffered from rheumatoid arthritis, and so I would take samples and she would try, and this is this. So we do sample and we do ask. We're always asking, hey, what do you think of this? Hey, we're giving a sample. Please give us your feedback
Right.
because we want to know if you're liking it. We want to know what you suggest. We're open to our customers.
Right.
Um, our goal is to, you know, make a product that they're they're wanting.
Right.
So
It makes their life better in some way.
exactly.
So, how many products do you have in your line right now?
Oh my goodness. We have from lotions to body butters to bath butters to lip balms to body oils, um, from diaper rash cream to soaking bath soaks to lavender sacks, which is wonderful for like if you have problems sleeping, you put the little sack under your pillow. Um, we have even face serum out, beard oil. So we have quite a few products.
Right. So you have at least like 20,
Yeah.
I'd say. And so you're cooking them up in the kitchen and packaging them and just keep adding. Wow, that is
We
amazing.
have, yeah, but we do have equipment that kind of makes our lives a little easier. We do have filler stations, so we're making them, but we do have equipment that kind of helps. It's not all hand. We do use our filler stations because we would never be able to. We do small batches, which is another good thing because when you start making large batches of things, it's not the same. So we do small batches to make sure that the quality is still there with our products.
Great. Is there anything that we missed that you would like my subscribers to know?
No, I don't think so. I think that, again, we're a small business. We're here to serve um, um, the public, our customers. We want to make sure that we're putting out a good quality product and that products that help. Um, again, we got into this to not, I got into it for helping my family, but I wanted to reach out and help others that have the same problems or even more. So we're always welcome to suggestions. We're always welcome if someone is needing or looking for a product, we're always like, let us know because, you know, we're gonna try to help them.
Right, right. And how can people find you?
So we have a website, www.zenfullyme.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. Zenfully.me. We're even on Michael's Maker's Place, which is another outlet that we have. We are in Michael's store at least once a month now, setting up a booth. So, and we advertise on Facebook. So if you're ever near a Michael's on that, you can always stop in and see us.
What location is it?
So we're on the North Powers location. We'll be there on the 20th, I believe, in June. But it's usually like once a month that Michael's will have their Maker's Place. And then we're even on their website, their Maker Place website with our products. Um, yeah, so yeah, we're always at an event. We usually will list those, advertise on Facebook. So if you ever want to stop by, anyone ever want to stop by in public, we're always advertising. You'll know where we're at. We're now on the B Rewards. Um, so you'll be able to get, even coupons from us, and that will even tell where we're at also.
Okay, sounds good. And so your website is a good place, and then also Facebook, you have them under the events.
Yes.
You got it all covered. So awesome. Wow, I could talk to you forever on this subject. But we are about out of time now. I don't want to take any more of your time, but I want to extend a huge thank you, Sandie, for sharing your inspiring mission behind Zenfullyme and incredible handcrafted natural wellness products. To explore Sandie's eco-friendly self-care essentials and find out where to meet Sandie personally and experience her products locally in Colorado Springs, visit Zenfullyme, Zenfullyme, all one word.com today for more information. And for more local business spotlights and to stay in the know on the go, be sure to subscribe to Colorado Springs Town Tidings at cos.towntidings.com. I'm Sandie Zuniga, and come back next week for another exciting local Colorado Springs business. I'll see you then.